It's a new year, it's the year of 2025, and you guys are probably wondering what are the best weapons for Delta Force. Are you troopers gonna love the choices? What's up troopers, my name is Neon and welcome to a brand new video. It's here, I love making these videos and you guys are absolutely going crazy on them. I just gotta say thank you so much to everyone choosing to watch these videos. I'm honored for you troopers supporting me and watching these videos and trusting me when it comes to these loadouts. So seriously, thank you very much. If you guys are not subbed, then this is the best time to subscribe. You really want to, because I'm going to be covering so many weapons in this game. Honestly, I already have. At this point, you're already missing out, so don't miss out anymore. Subscribe and get the notifications on so you don't miss out, and you get all the best weapons on day one. So starting it off, when it comes to this game, we obviously need to be talking about the #1 weapon in the game, and that is the M4A1. Everyone loves this gun. It's definitely the best gun in the game, guarantee. And with the stats of this weapon, it's 20 damage by a range of 35, control 75, handling at 38, with stability at 62, with the accuracy at 47. So here it is, the beast of a weapon. I'm going to be showing you guys demonstrating it, how it performs before we get into the calibrations and the attachment build. So this is what it's like on holding breath. There we go, and then we get ourselves a reload and we're going hold breath now, and this is going to reduce the recoil. And what I always like to do is I like to increase them by 50 meters so you troopers can actually see the distance of these weapons. Okay, it's 2 targets by 50 meters. We're going to do unholding breath. And now we're going to go hold breath. Starting off, you're going to be going for the long barrel combo. This is really good. It's going to actually increase the range and the muzzle velocity, so it's going to help you out when it comes to your distances. Good when it comes to control and the stability, so you won't get too overwhelmed by it. You do lose a little bit of handling and accuracy, but don't worry about the accuracy. That's just by hip fire. And the handling, we will tweak and improve it when it comes to the calibrations. Once you added that attachment, you're going to be adding all of these as control. After that, you're going to be going to muzzle. And for muzzle, I'm using a vertical compensator. This is going to reduce it by a lot. Look how much it reduced it down by control. And as you saw by the stats in the details of seeing that bit of that was zigzag, well, that's why we're going to be using this grip right here, because it increases the vertical control and it increases the horizontal control. And that's going to be a really good thing to be having, because originally it's a super big bend, so we don't want to actually have that at all. So adding this horizontal control is going to tighten up much more. So the combat grip is definitely my choice. After you've done that, you're going to be using the mag mount, and then you're going to be going with the 45 round magazine. Of course, if you really want to, you can go with the drum, but you do get a lot more decreases, and you of course lose your mag mount slot. So for me, really, the 45 is the perfect choice, and you reload much more faster with it. After that, you're going to be using this rare grip here. Once you attach that, you're going to get yourself a new slot, and then you have this grip mount, and this is the one you actually do want to be using, because this increases the stability by a really high amount. Once you've done that, you're going to be looking for elite light stock in the stock side, and this is going to be perfect. Increases the ADS movement speed and control, so of course we're going to select that. And when it comes to your optic sight, it's your personal preference. Once that is all done, you're going to go to calibrations. The barrel is everything's on the far right, increases the firing stability and muzzle velocity. For the foregrip, you're increasing the stability while moving and the extra control. And for the rear grip, you're improving the stability while moving and extra control. And for your stock, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be increasing some more control by 6% and then increasing the firing stability. Once you've done that, on your optic side, I always do the pupil distance by 20 mm and what pupil distance you really want to go for, or by personal preference. And that is the full setup right there, so make sure to look in the description below to grab the code of the M4A1. If you've been watching the live streams, then you know exactly what this weapon is. This is the SG552, and well, just look at it. Now we'll hold breath. Look at that, dude, the gun barely moves. Here is 2 targets by 50 meters. Now we're going to go hold breath. Okay troopers, now let's get into the build of this weapon. Starting off, of course, you're going to be picking your barrel. As soon as you pick your barrel, you're going to be adding control and everything. After that, you're going to be, of course, using the vertical compensator, reducing the vertical recoil control. Once you've done that, you're going to be using your combat grip to tighten up the horizontal side. Then you're going to be using your mag mount and then your 45 round magazine. Once you've done the 45 round magazine, you're going to be going using this grip here. After you've done that, you go and get yourself the grip mount, and this is the one you're going to be using. Of course, you can really go for this side and add more stability, but it really doesn't make a big difference. I feel like this is the perfect one as it helps you out with more handling. After you've done that, you're going to be using Elite Light Stock. It's my favorite stock to use. As it comes to calibrations, I always decrease the ADS movement speed. So the Elite Light Stock is a perfect choice because it increases it so much that honestly doesn't make a big difference. And that's the full setup right there. And now you're going to go into calibrations. For barrel, it's all on the right side, increases the muzzle velocity, fire and stability. Foregrip is increasing the stability while moving and extra control. Then you're going to go to the rear grip, is stability while moving and extra control by 6%. And then you're looking at your stock for a 3.52% of fire and stability and a 6% of control. And that is the full setup for the SG552, a really good weapon. Here is the next weapon in the assault class, the PTR32. This might be a bit of a topic when it comes to this weapon right here, because you really wouldn't think about a weapon like this. There is other heavy hitters in the game, but having this weapon in the assault class is really good. This weapon melts from so many ranges, and it does really well on long ranges too, especially when you're holding breath. Like, look at this, troopers. 2 targets by 50 meters. You're gonna love this gun, you really will. Like, look at the stats, a 28 damage with a 632 rate of fire. And here is the stats. Look at it what it was by the original side, and then look how it is what I make it to. Look how clean that is. The only thing you really need to do is just really handle the control, as it's gonna have a bit more of a kick, but it's extremely stable. You're gonna be using the standard barrel combo, increases the range and muzzle velocity, and it increases the control. Once you've done that, you're gonna be adding control on all of your rails, and then you're gonna be using the horizontal compensator, because originally it actually had a really big bend, so the horizontal compensator is going to tighten it up. After you tighten it up, you can increase the vertical control and a bit more of horizontal with the combat grip. Once you've done the combat grip, you're going to be adding your mag mount with your 40 round magazine. There is only 2 grips you can really use, but this is the thing, as you can see, there's a lot of control near and a lot of handling, and look how much stability you lose. You don't want to be losing that much, so I honestly feel like just the first rear grip is the perfect choice for you. After you've done that, you know what stock I'm using, the Elite Light Stock. Once the Elite Light Stock is equipped and you of course got your full setup, we're moving on to the calibrations. Barrel is all on the far right side. When it comes to your foregrip, the same way, far right side. And of course for your rear grip, same method. And then when it comes to the stock, same way. When it comes to calibrations are very similar to almost every weapon. Unless you want to increase the ADS movement speed or the ADS speed, your calibrations are going to look pretty much the same as mine. Come on, troopers, you knew I was going to be making the best weapon video. How could I not miss out the SMG45? Probably the best SMG in the game. Look at this bad boy. You know what's even crazy is, I'm not even holding breath. Now I can. There's your 50-meter targets. Honestly, let's go and increase it and then we can hold breath. So we have this target right at the back and it's 100 meters. Let's try to do it by holding breath. Look at that, man. No problem. An SMG, what can perform like an assault rifle? How is that possible? Well, the SMG45 has made it true. Once you equip this weapon, you're going to be using your long barrel. Once you've done that, you're going to be adding control on all of these rails. Then you're going to be using this suppressor right here. The reason why I suggest to be using this suppressor, well, look at it, man. The range increase with the muzzle velocity, extra control, and you get stability stealth. You can get so many flanks, and that's what's making this weapon a laser beam because of this suppressor. So extremely important to be having. So make sure to get in the description and copy this code. Once you've done that, you're going to be using your combat grip, your mag mount with the 40 round magazine. It's the only magazine you can use. If you don't use it, it's only 30 rounds. I've been using this grip honestly because it's actually increasing the handling and control. People can use this, and honestly it really isn't a big deal. I feel like you can use this and it almost gives you the same amount of pluses. So you can see you lose a little bit of handling here, more stability though, but then you get all pluses here. So honestly, I think it should be fine. But it's a personal preference when it comes to grip. When it messes about with the grips, it ain't going to change so much of this weapon. After you've done that, you're going to be using a different stock. You're going to be using the core stock, as this is perfect when it comes to control. Once you've done all that, you're going to be moving yourself over to the calibrations. The barrel is all on the far right side, same as the foregrip, and then we move over to the rear grip. We increase this all the way up as well, and the same as the stock, and of course when it comes to sight, is the personal preference. And here is the last weapon of this video, and then this is the K416. What a wild weapon, trust me. Look how much this is going to spray down. Got 2 targets by 50 meters. Range with this weapon is a bit more tricky, but the rate of fire is extremely overwhelming. And now we can do one with holding breath. I personally feel like you troopers will love this weapon. I promise you, you will love it because of how fast its TTK is. Look how much of control I added with this gun, 30 control. And look at the difference from it default to actually customized. I'm using the barrel combo, increases the muzzle velocity and the range with the extra control. Once you've done that, you're going to be adding control on all your pouches here. I actually have a laser sight for them close range gunfights. Increases the hip fire as well. After that, I'm using the vertical compensator, helps out with the vertical recoil control. Then of course, you know it, the combat grip. Everyone uses this. And then once you've done that, you're going to be using your 60 round. Yeah, you heard me, a 60 round for a gun like this is wild. But honestly, as I said before, it's very tricky when it comes to longer range distances. So using a 60 round is going to be absolutely fine because mainly medium range to close range is what's perfect for this gun. After you've done that, you're of course going to use your right grip. And once you've done that, you're going to be using your right grip mount. Don't be surprised, guys, I'm using Elite Light Stock. After you've done that, you got your weapon completely built. Now let's move ourselves over to the calibrations. Barrel, of course, man, the far right increases the muzzle velocity and fire visibility, same as the foregrip, same as the rear grip, and of course, same as the stock. And there we go. That is the full setup for the K416. Troopers, what are you waiting for, man? Go and get the codes right now in the description. And hopefully this video helped you as it is, as they're being timestamped, so it shouldn't be too confusing what you need to do. If there's ways you want to change certain weapons out or attachments, then let me know in the comment section below. But the one thing I do want you troops to let me know in the comment section, tell me what your top 5 weapons are in the game right now. And if you can't tell me that, then just let me know what your all-time favorite weapon is in the game. Thank you very much for listening to me talk. Hopefully these best weapons of 2025 helps you. And I'll see you troopers on the battlefield.